I hope you can hear the F1 theme because the stream has now started for the Spanish Grand Prix in Division 3. We're currently sitting in the lobby, waiting for the start any moment now. Jay Rice is going to take his Alpine seat if he's wise. Considering he's the Alpine team principal, then there should be no ambiguity to where he'll be driving. We've got a 19-strong grid racing today. I swear I saw 20 earlier on, but one guy maybe he's just waiting to get in. We got your regulars racing today. Jungle King for the Williams, Jamie Hester, the championship leader for the Alfa Romeo. George is driving for the Regime, a new driver for Mercedes in only his second race here, and he's actually swapped with Excellence, who made his way to Williams, who are currently last in the championship. King Gas, AlphaTauri, hosting the lobby, doing well for himself alongside his teammate Shifty Whizzer. Both of them doing decently well in the championship. Two new debutantes today. Jesus Christ Almighty racing in the McLaren, and JW Curtis in that Red Bull. Familiar faces, Master Pilu, he's been here since the start of Season 1, and he's back racing here again. Hardcase in Haas, racing in Alpine, Jundi Cindy in the Alfa Romeo. Ivan is back again in Haas, he is a recent joiner, I think this is like his second or third race. Cam in the Ferrari, he's been here a while as well. Adrenaline J, another guy who's recently joined HDR in his first season here, as is Bavish, racing full-time in the Aston Martin alongside his teammate Ruben Scott. And finally on the grid, the other Mercedes of Sour Tub, or Journey RTG, however you'll know him. And a special shout out to ARS Clip Gaming, otherwise known as F1 Mad, here in the co-coms because he has a race ban, so he'll be joining me in the comms booth. Welcome in. Over to you. Huskies, it is McLaren now. Tushterry, the notable absence. The songwriter and singer himself. Not racing today. Which is unfortunate. But we're readying up now. 10 seconds to start. Q1, Q2, Q3. Notable thing, the championship leader, Jamie Hester, on a quali ban. So don't expect him in the fight for pole position tonight. It's Sir Diamonds himself, says Mars. Yeah. G'day KJ. Hello idiot. 18 people in here already. That's when you know a stream's going well. Ooh, that's pole. I'm gonna participate in that as well. Pole position, I'm thinking Excellence. And as for the race win, I don't want it to be Excellence because he ditched the regime. So I'm going to say J Rise. I hope it doesn't have a quali ban of any kind, because then that kind of ruins the guess. Yeah, very bold statement from you. And cars are now starting to go out in Q1. And it's Dodger. Excellence is trying his first run on Inters. Nope, he has switched it back. Just a reminder, if you try Inters, you'll get a quali ban. Tom, Lewis, and Asim Basher found that out the hard way in Season 1 USA. The FGRL externals did not know how to race HDR properly at the time. But, you know, we move. Dodger's going to be the first one setting a lap. Huh. They should be able to. I'll just check stream. Testing F1 man. Can you? They should be able to. I'll just check stream. Let's see. Blood, you've got your settings off for sound, I think. Yeah, you made it so you can't, no one can hear you. I just made this, I've just like put Idiot saying he's on low volume, so it might be something different, but stream, I don't think they can hear you. We're gonna ride on board with Dodger while F1 Mad fixes his audio. To be the first one starting his lap at the Barcelona Catalunya circuit. Dodger coming down towards the first corner here, a very fast right-left sweeper of turn 1 and turn 2 that you take in 4th gear or 5th gear if you're really fast, but this is Division 3, so don't expect excessive amounts of that. Excellence has committed to going out on Inters. We're going to take a check of that, but I think... Oh, he's back in the pit lane, so he hasn't set a lap, so that's a dodge. We'll take a look after the race. Excellence potentially in the mud, says Emu. Dodger's coming through Sector 1. He's got purple because he's the only one who set the lap so far. Welcome in, Tyler. Hello, Davito. Hello, Emu. Hello, everybody. This is HDR Division 3 around Spain with HDR Diamonds as your lead comms and F1 Mad as assistant / second comms when he fixes his audio. I'm the Alex Jakes, he's the DC, I'm the Crofty, he's the Brundle, whatever you want to call it. And Dodger, can he be the Hamilton coming around the final corner? Wasn't a very clean final corner, and he gets his first time on the board of a 1:13.3. That's pretty slow, so that's very slow. I expect that to be beaten pretty much immediately. Who's coming around the final corner finishing up a lap? Just no one at the moment. There is a Red Bull on a lap, I think. And that is Curtis going only a 10th faster. Are they really that slow? Have I just got things wrong here? Because I feel like this should be way faster. Sourtub, he's wasted his battery, frankly. And he still goes 1.3 seconds faster, despite that absolutely horrible final corner. So that just shows you how imperfect the laps are at the moment. King Gaz is coming around the final corner. He only goes a 10th faster, so no one is really impressing me. Ferrari of Cam, or is it Ferrari of Master Pilu? Master Pilu out of the final corner, and he's only 6th. These are some really slow bankers. Jungle King, we're riding on board with him now, going through the penultimate corner, and the final corner of this track now. Where is the lap going to put Jungle King? Only P3. He's been a contender for pole in Season 1. He's fallen off. Why is Diamonds getting excited about Q1, says KJ. Because I'm a good commentator! No shots fired. But I'm a good commentator, eventually. According to some. Ivan's coming around the final corner to start his first lap. He might have done 2 outlaps, and he has actually. There's an Alfa Romeo around the final corner. That will be Jundi, because Jamie Esther's got a quali ban. And Jundi goes P4. So King Gaz with the opening round victory. Taking first blood. Taking first pole. F1 Mad, you there? Alright. There's Ruben Scott finishing up a lap, but just in front of him, J-Ry's also finishing up a lap. And around the final corner we go. J-Rise 4/10 clear, pole position as we expected, and that is Jundi Sundi slotting himself P5. It's a 1:12.1, and Alpine have first blood this time. AlphaTauri with a good lap with King Gaz, but J-Rise 4/10 clear, and that, I dare say, might be good enough for Q2, as Ivan has retired on the circuit. Let's see how he's crashed that one. We'll ride on board with Jundi, and he's binned it out of Kamsa turn 9 on the right hand side. You may have just briefly seen it. Unlucky for him. That's his qualifying order. It should be on by default. Have you got your own stream open? Because my one my one is 100% sharing. Share party audio is on. Excellence is out on the mediums now. Looks like he won't be doing those inters. That's through turn 14 and 15 as they are now. 15 is this one actually. Out of the final corner, he takes it flat out finally. And that is a 1:12.5. That's a very fast run considering he's on mediums.
Just doing a quick test. Can anyone on stream hear me, or is it still a no-no for now?
Any of you hear F1 Mad? You should have just heard his voice right before this if you can hear him. If not, then you might have just heard some silence. Devito says
it's a yes from Devito.
Good. The only else star who can hear it as well. Wait.
I'll make an introduction once more. Welcome everybody. It's F1 Mad. We're at round 9. We're at Spain. And my first introduction was that good that I thought I might do another one. We're at Spain. It's Q1. J-Rise is quickest from King Gaz.
Wait, that's 4 again. I forgot. Anyway, they can all hear you. Husky is coming into turn 10 now. He takes it 4th gear, very smooth on that wheel I think he uses. Purple sector 2 as well. If he's playing that Twoosh music in his cockpit, then I'd say it's giving him a couple tenths. There's an Alpine there, safely gets out of the way. Husky around the final corner, takes it 7th gear. This is why they're Division 3 drivers. And still goes to the front row with a 1:12.4. Adrenaline is also coming straight round the final corner to start a lap actually. He is doing 2 out laps as well. Racing, he is doing 2 out laps as well. Ooh, that got close with the Aston Martin. That got close, real close. Ooh,
just having a look now. One of the drivers that has started a lap is Hardcase, and his lap time at the minute is 1.2 seconds slower than J-Rise, which would make him have a 13.3. Let's see if this lap is more respectable at the end of sector 1. He's 3/10 up on his lap, which will provisionally put him into the top 8. JJ said that it's a full grid and Jamie's got his work to cut out. Well, he's won races before. This is the ultimate test for him. Can he do it from the back? I don't know. No one knows until 33 laps are done.
I like how Jamie Hester's good work in making full grids has also inadvertently hurt him now. And he's 2 Mercedes up ahead. Oh my god, are they about to impede each other? Oh, that was close. That was very close as well. Very close as Master Pilo goes off the track almost into the gravel. And the stewards might need to look at that afterwards, because that was so close between Dodger and Master Pilu.
Husky 4/10 quicker. I was watching the end of his lap. He goes to P9, 8/10 behind Bryce. He said before the race he had some good lap times in his belt. Can they work from the start to the finish?
Jamie Hester saying, yeah, I'm screwed, boys, as Dodger is starting his lap with a dodgy turn 1 and taking the sausage curbs. Now, Sour Tub is not on a lap, otherwise he would have had a great slipstream. Can Jamie not go out on a
Ruben
warm-up lap and
Scott.
not set a lap if he has it? I mean, he can if he wants to, but if he's not going to, that's his choice.
Ruben Scott is on a lap. He's just coming to the end of sector 2 now. And his lap at the minute is 9/10, but I think he's doing another out lap because he's weaving on the track. And he's not used that much battery as he's using his lap as a reconnaissance lap.
Yeah. Dodgers full beans at the moment, and he's half a second up on the time with the sector purple apparently, but I don't believe the purple sector's on the track anymore. So many times they lie about that. And now through turn 14, fully flat to the floor. Turn 15, more difficult. He takes a massive lift, way bigger lift than you would expect. And is he gonna do anything? It's a 13.9, it's quite useless. And it goes to a 13.1, which is not the best either. He could be out in Q1. It's Ivan and Jamie Hester who are guaranteed knockouts, with 3 people who could also hit the dust.
One
JW
thing to
Turkey.
do look at though. One person to do look at though at the minute. He's not out at the minute, but Excellence is in 4th. He's on the medium compound tyre, which he's got saved in the garage. Do you think he might be doing a couple of laps on the medium? But as I say that, Savatub is P5.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just Jamie with a quali ban to answer Bavish's question, but Ivan has crashed out, so he's also a guaranteed knockout. So you only need to beat out 3 people. As things got messy in the middle sector with the Ferrari and Racing. We didn't get to see it, but I saw from the track map something might have happened. Who needs to go out actually? I would say anyone below hard case is in danger. Hard case I would say is safe. Just about.
I'd say anyone below Jungo King now, because Shifty Wizard's just gone 2nd, and that's a more respectable lap time off Shifty Wizard than his previous lap time.
AlphaTauri are looking strong. A front row lap is really good for me.
Death Star said that Sourtop has probably found a track limits glitch. These F1 games recently have been found for track limits glitches, but I have checked the track and there are no glitches, Death Star, so unfortunately that lap is on merit, which I'm sure Diamonds, as you being the Mercedes team principal, very happy with that one.
Yep. He may have got some esports setups from me, may or may not. Racing is starting another lap now. This, I think it could be his final lap attempt of Q1, but he's shifted up to 8th gear really early. So I think it's just weird from him. He's gonna totally lose time going into the first corner. We're riding on board with him through the flat out turn 3, and now it's gonna be the run towards turn 4. You want to brake at about 50 meters here. He does it. He goes a little deep, and he's 2 tenths down on his personal. So he might, if he wants to get away with this, he needs to box at the end of this lap. If he's not improving, he's missed another apex at turn 5. So things are not looking good for him in the slightest. It was a joke to Zestar. Yeah, we know, it was a reference to Suzuka. F1 Mad didn't get it, but the boys know. Turn 10 now. Low speed, 4th gear. He takes in 3rd gear.
He's gained a load of time.
He's much
4 tenths up on his lap time now. He's found a load of time.
Much better middle sector from him, but he's still not got enough time. 4 tenths isn't going to be enough. That's only Ruben Scott territory. Ruben is definitely not safe. So is he going to have a magical final sector to protect him? Yes, he is. And that is a 12.6. He found 4 tenths through the final sector of the lap. So Racing does have pace.
I will give
just
him
needed to thread it.
Yeah, I'll give him that. That was a good lap from him. Sabotop is still in the pits. I was just looking. And Racing's actually out. Master Pilu's out. And you got... Wow. Really choked. On stream. Wow. Oh.
If you die on stream, it's not my fault, legally speaking.
Nope. Don't clip it, anyone. I just nearly died. Jamie Hester's retired, so he's not going to go for a warm-up lap or anything.
One of them has to. And Jundi has not paid for the karaoke that he wanted. He tagged me in D3 chat about it, but I ain't doing a Mortal Kombat and sacrificing My entire career just for no pay. Spend the points. Put your money where
You've
your
got
mouth
loads of
is.
people. You've got loads of people on outlaps.
Master Pilus is coming into the
lap.
pits. This could be his end. I think he's ended his participation in quali. Master Pilu is out. JW Curtis is coming out of the pit lane, but Master Pilu won't have time to set another lap. So that is him out of qualifying. Cam is P16. So there are only 2 drivers now left to knock out. And one of them is on his hot lap right now. Cam is 3/10 up through the first sector of the lap alone. This is going to be his final lap attempt. With all that battery that he's only going to have 1 lap for. Idiot redeemed to hydrate. We're just going to take a quick sip as he goes through the uphill turn 7, turn 8, and now towards turn 9. The only corner name I memorized on this track, Campser, which he takes in 7th gear for some reason. That's going to hurt his exit a lot. Oh my god, and there's a Haas that was trying to weave to make the tyres, and he's binned it while he's on his outlap. I don't even know how you do that, but welcome to hard case. That was absolutely dreadful. Cam is going through turn 14.
Not what I'm expecting as the half-team principal. It's all on hard case this week, and I know I've left him in the gutter, but let's hope he can produce a lap that's good enough for Q2.
Cam doesn't improve. He's out of qualifying. Unless he can set a lap on no battery, which is going to be difficult. As Jungle King goes up to P3, I'm watching JW Curtis at the moment. He's starting his final lap. He is the last guy that could get knocked out.
Adrenaline off the track. He's hit the gravel, and I'm gonna have to be careful because one of the Ferraris is coming to him now, and they might be impeded. It's Cam, but Adrenaline still out on the gravel. He's got back onto the track now. It's green flag, but the next person behind him is Hardcase.
Adrenaline is safe anyway. It's Cam and Master Pilu, both Ferraris out in Q1 it seems. JW Curtis is the last guy who needs to protect himself. Dodger's in the pits, so Dodger's not going to set a lap time, and that could be a Mercedes out in Q1. Steinosaur is going to be absolutely pissed with both Ferraris going out. I don't imagine you'll be happy with Ivan going out, though to be fair you need to be more angry with yourself for getting a race ban. Jamie Esther's obviously got that quali ban, so he has not going to be happy with himself. KJ won't be happy with him. Curtis.
Hardcase pits. He must have been impeded in that lap time because he was 1.3 seconds down at the end of the second split, and he comes into the pits.
Can JW Curtis knock out Dodger? He can't! JW Curtis goes out at the first hurdle, and Dodger just scrapes his way through, and that's your 5 knocked out. JW Curtis, Cam, Master Pilu, Ivan, and Jamie Hester. J-Rise hits the front first.
Yeah, J-Rise set his first line lap and felt like it was good enough to not go out again, and he remains in that top spot 2.5 tenths, a quarter of a second clear over Shifty Wizard, and that's a pretty impressive time for Q2. That's the benchmark for anyone to beat in Q2.
Yeah, I agree. 12-1 on his first run as well. That's mighty impressive from J-Rise at the moment.
Apparently there's supposed to be rain 30 minutes into the race, so that could be big controversy for the end of the race. So one thing to look at is what type of tyres are the drivers going to be going on.
I imagine a lot of them will be starting on hards, but if they say rain is in 30 minutes, that could actually mean anywhere between like 30 and 59 minutes. It's very, very inconsistent, the weather predictions, which is realistic to how real life works.
What you've also got to think about as well is the safety car. Do you think the safety car might go out, but as Q1 finishes, our 5 knocked out are Curtis, Cam, Master Pilu, Ivan and Jamie Hester. Jamie Hester set in no time due to a qualifying ban, same with Ivan, and it's a double Ferrari knockout in Q1 and a Red Bull joins the 5.
Unlucky Stein, unlucky Mars, unlucky F1 Mad, unlucky KJ. Both guys from the regime making it through. Death Star will also be happy. Both guys from Aston Martin making it through. The happiest of them all, King Gaz himself. driving for AlphaTauri, but also team principal of AlphaTauri now following the death of HDR Jamie. Metaphorical death for legal reasons. He's still alive. Jungle King P3 in that Williams doing very, very well for them. Idiot's going to be happy with that. Excellence P6, Husky P4 with Ibu probably satisfied by that. And can confirm Jundi Sundi did not put his money where his mouth is, so there shall be no Mortal Kombat karaoke from me. I remember DeVito saying that there was going to be he was saving his points on me for when I commentated, but now we've seen absolutely none of it. Now 3 runs is possible in Q2, so let's see if anyone's going to try that.
Death Star is absolutely loving life in chat with both drivers in Q2. It's a very rare occurrence at the minute that both Aston Martins are in Q2 in Div 3, but I'd say they've done very well so far.
First out of the box is a Williams of Excellence.
Excellence is on the soft. What would be great to see would be his lap time, and it could determine the actual pace Q2 of the top 10 drivers, of where we have a benchmark for expectations on them. I feel like whoever goes fastest in Q2 has got more of a high chance of getting pole for the race, and Excellence will be the first driver to cross the line and make the decision. But all pressure is on Excellence, by the way. He has won both main races, the last 2 races, one at Qatar and one at Mexico. Is he going to make it a hat-trick? And is he going to make Idiot, team principal, the happiest man in the world? I wouldn't say happiest man, because I've seen him when he's mad, but I'd say happy to an extent.
Yeah, we've all seen Idiot when he is mad, especially his little crybaby antics in D3 chat whenever he gets a pen that he rightfully gets. I mean, whenever Excellence, not even him. KJ wants some Supermax karaoke. Finally! Yay! We're... Woohoo! Now, I'm gonna blast it. Copyright laws are scared of me, not the other way around, as Jungle King is finishing.
First, I want to just, in peaceful quiet before we do anything, I want to see Excellence at the minute in action. It's a 21-6. Now let's get some karaoke starting.
Alright, we'll go the full song because I like it. Super Max, Max, Super Max. Bro, you are so off sync. You are so off sync.
I'm so awful.
I do not know Dutch.
I don't know Dutch either.
I'm gonna try. Ace the King from Barcelona. From Spa to Monza. There is no Dutch translation. Blah 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 blah. Excellence finishing his lap. Where's this lap gonna put him? Ball!
11-9.
Yo fucking ho. Ni Vietnam Mao. High Asian hell.
Ruben Scott a second slower.
The chorus is coming, bud. You're gonna do this with me. As Bavish crosses the line. 13.5, pretty slow. About 10 seconds away from the chorus. Fucking visa. Domain. Jungle King on the front row. Williams 1-2.
Wow.
Chorus is here. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yep. Max, Super Max, Super Max, Super Max, Super Max, Super Max,
Babish invalidate!
Oh, Babish! Unlucky. Unlucky. That's J-Rides.
Unlucky, buddy.
J-Rides as well.
Oh, no way! Actually, no, I think he's doing a lap, but I feel like on that straight he was either getting a toe, or he must. Oh, he's gone very wide. Oh no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. It was an interconnection problem. I thought he went very wide and he was going to hit the wall, but he didn't.
Oh,
The echo of F1 Mad.
Jetstar also wanted Comms Karaoke, Diamonds by Rihanna. It's the Diamonds in the Sky song. Because I like it, because it gives me a shout out.
Rihanna.
It's only Q2, we can do this, right? Possibly.
Yeah.
You know they waited just for me, because I'm the one who does who has the most stupidity here. I'm the most foolish one. J-Rise, Husky, Emu, they've all got like common sense to like not embarrass themselves.
Remember to use these points on Twitch as well, because on Sunday he will be doing comms with Emu for Div 1, and if you want to see him live in action, you make sure you press 10 points.
Yep. Make sure you're followed as well. If you're not followed, F1 Mad will be at your house tonight. Can't guarantee that.
Yes, I will. Although I don't know where you live. Rise a tenth and a bit slower than excellent. So at the minute, it's Advantage Williams, which I'm sure Idiot will be very, very impressed by that.
Nobody's on a lap at the moment, it seems. Oh, there's Hard Case.
What's he on? What's my guy on? What is my guy on?
The chorus is coming. Shine bright tonight, you and I. What the hell? We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky.
I can't sing.
So alive, so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a
Shine
diamond.
bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Whoa! Okay. You almost killed my ears there. I think you did. I'm deaf now.
Spectator driver. We need
hearing
to.
aids. That was 2 seconds.
We need to respect DeVito, and he says spectate Rise, but I think he's on a in-lap DeVito for now.
No, Rises. I think he's on a fast lap at the moment.
No, he's coming in.
Death Star says, Of course you heard me sing. I literally put my mouth on top of my mic. I was basically eating it. Hope you're getting your points worth. Oh my god, your stupid karaoke made it impossible to do a lap. I was too busy laughing, says Hardcase. Oh my god, we're actually screwing over the drivers now.
Hardcase, who was you laughing at now? Think very wisely about how you say this.
Mate, it must have been F1 Mad. I was making an effort. This guy was just screeching like a fucking dodo.
I can't sing for the life of me, mate.
Neither can I, but at least I'm trying.
Hold up a minute. I work in a kitchen. I scream loud enough, thank you.
You work at McDonald's, don't flex.
It's a kitchen either way.
You're not cooking shit. Adrenaline going lost.
No, I'm cooking something else. But KJ asks, can we actually watch F1 now? Your answer is yes, we can.
Yeah, good.
And I think Excellence is actually going to go on a lap now, which is very surprising because most of the drivers would probably go at the end.
The guy's gone fastest already. Why does he need another run? Maybe he's doing it on use just to get some track time in.
I think maybe Idiot's asking him to go so he can have a bit of 5 minutes of fame. You know what Amber Heard did in that court case, 15 minutes of fame. I think this is Excellence 15 minutes of fame.
It says he'll never reach the peaks he did whilst he was at the regime that he can try. Oh god. Never put your controller on the table. Excellence is purple through sector 1.
Jeez, I need a drink after that. My throat is dry, like you would not believe.
It's gonna be alcoholic. We might as well.
No, it's not alcoholic. It's just a bottle of Coke with the white powder in. You know what I mean? Like, you know. Hey.
Weed. Guys at my school got expelled for that. You want to join? Didn't bring that up.
No, not
King
really.
Gazza's coming into the pits. I just noticed they actually fixed the pit lane bump. Apparently they moved it back onto the track but now they've actually fixed it properly. Excellence is coming around the final corner. He takes it flat out. This guy is cooking. He was almost as fast as me when he was in Division 1. And that's a 1:11.8 from this guy. Oh, God. A hard case is trying to give his TP some water with a hydrate. I'll gladly take that offer as well.
Well, I can remember the fastest lap from Div 3 as the benchmark for an overall. It was my lap time of a 1:11.5. I remember getting pole. It's my first pole in HDR, and it was a 1:11.5. I can't remember exactly the time, but it was a 1:11.5.
1:11.5 was your pole time. I think Excellence.
I think it was an 11.5. I remember it was a 1 minute 11.
Spain in the wet.
Qualifying was driver.
Okay. Death Star says he would love to pay 20,000 points for commentators to get drunk before commentating. If you see...
Oh my days. I'd do it for free, mate.
If you see the Irish lads who was in my other league, who I left that league because it was shite, but they drank a lot. Like, hydrates, if you send them a hydrate, if they had hydrates, it was beer, not water. Like, 100% of the time. Nobody's on a hot lap. Jundi is actually, but he's quite... No, he's not. He gave me hope. False hope. Everyone's coming into the pit lane now, so literally nobody's going to be out of the track. So if anyone wants to get song requests in, this is the perfect time.
Another question. Dodger's just come out for a lap now.
Oh.
Dodger has just come out for a lap now. It's 4 minutes left of the session.
Wait a second. Wait,
this
what?
Is
he
his
didn't
one
do a
and only
banker?
lap.
This guy didn't do a
He's
banker.
not done a banker. This is his one and only lap to shine. If Dodger invalidates or has some sort of impeding issue, as he's impeding someone or he gets impeded, this is his qualifying over and he will start 15th on the grid.
What the hell is he cooking? He's not doing...
I won't
Why
know,
would
but if he does
that?
get into Q3, I will do a round of applause live on stream. So please keep that in mind, chat.
Idiot, I turned down the advert so much. It's 3 minutes an hour. That's the lowest I can legally go before I start, like, dividing the revenue by 10. It literally couldn't be lower now. Dodger's on his out lap, and he's the first guy out on track. No, there's actually the Soul Hass of Hard Case who's going to set his final lap first.
The video says everyone has to be drunk and go on stream. Mate, I do that with my eyes closed.
F1 Mad can do it. I would if I wasn't under 18 and Muslim.
I'm still underage, but I can do it.
Hardcase is going for 2 out laps, and he's forgot to turn his battery off, so that's perfect. Oh wait, he has the stream open, so he'll probably remember now. Dodger's on his final
just
out
started
lap.
his lap.
We're gonna give this...
I love it how we're saying these things together.
Yeah, it's like we're
I love
telepathic. Now, Sector 1, is this going to be any good? It's a 21.9. It says purple, but those purple sectors are often a red herring, so we'll see if any of this...
I think it's more of a personal best.
Hardcase is driving drunk right now for the jokes. He... Only now? I'm surprised. This doesn't seem any worse than his other races.
Driving drunk for these jokes. He needs to score points today.
I know a league where the drinking thing got so bad they actually started giving SLPs, penalty points for it. And Dodgers purple through Sector 2. I don't know how they catch you, but apparently they did. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Dodger will get a bit of a slipstream out the final corner, but he has gone 7th gear, which is not ideal, and he's out. Okay.
12.
Good night, lads.
He does have time. He does have time to charge his battery and go again. But the question is he going to save battery and is he going to conserve the tyres? But as I say that, his fuel lights up.
That's Dodger out of qualifying. Sour Tub. He's in danger. He was doing...
Idiot says check Jungo King.
Nope. I want to check Sour Tub. Unless Jungo
I'll check
King's ahead.
Jungo King now. He's marginally down, but as he goes around the final corner...
Oh, he's final corner. Well, there's
He's
Jungo King
7th, marginally improved Idiot, so he remains 7th.
doesn't
And he's
improve
still
enough.
a big risk.
Sour Tub is only a couple hundredths up. This could be both members of the regime out.
Hardcase has legitimately, and I'm not doing it because I'm a half team principal, legitimately gone purple in that second sector.
How do you know it's legitimate?
Because I know I'm F1 mad.
Oh, and
And he goes
Hardcase goes
9.
P9, and he's knocked out Sour Tub. That's both Mercedes
Woo!
knocked out in Q2. And as you can see from F1 Mad, there is absolutely no bias here. Jundi Sundi is also out. Ruben Scott is 4/10 down, so he's out as well. Adrenaline is a 10th and a bit down. But it says he's a 10th and a bit down already. Yeah, he is. So how's he going to do this now? He's going to need some really good Sector 2 and 3. He has a slipstream from Hardcase for a little while, and then Hardcase gets out of the way, and now there's an Aston Martin also out of the way. Adrenaline J is coming through your picture now at turn 7 and turn 8. Maybe the T broadcast cams give good shots. You get a nice shot from inside the cockpit there, and you can see on the steering wheel how he just flicks it left and the car complies as hits the apex nicely, and he's 3.5 tenths up, so this could be him into Q3. It's going to be needing a great final sector to beat out Sour Tub, but more importantly, he needs to beat out Jesus Christ Almighty himself, who's got the power of religion and Christianity, and Adrenaline's got the power of adrenaline across the line, and he knocks out Jesus Christ himself.
He's done it!
Adrenaline has beaten the McLaren.
So it is official that because Savatov had already boxed, he's already retired, Jundi's pitted, and Jesus Christ Almighty has pitted, we have our top 10 for the top 10 shootout. Bavish P4 though, can I just say, in that Aston Martin. I mean, Aston Martin has had a run of bad form, but I think Death Star might be just flying it in and putting in the expectations, and for Bavish to be P4 on a week where Aston Martin need points in the constructors is very fantastic.
Yep. So, Jesus Christ Almighty, not good at F1 it seems. Came back 2,000 years later just to drive in HDR and get knocked out in Q2. And Journey says he crashed in the pit lane. I did that last season, so I can't talk. So that's your order now. Excellence, P1 in Q2, followed by J-Rise, who was P1 in Q1 on the front row here now. Shifty in P3, then Babish, Racing, King Gaz, Junga King, Husky, Hardcase, and Adrenaline. Your 10 guys that will be fighting for pole position. And out in Q2, Jesus Christ Almighty, Sour Tub, Jundi Cindy, Ruben Scott, and Dodger.
Yeah, what a very close Q2 that was, but we need to forget Q2 now, and we've got 12 very close minutes of action between the 10 drivers for a fight for pole position.
Yeah, realistically speaking, I think it's a straight fight between Rise and Excellence, but you never know in Formula 1 what can happen. Now you'll only have KJ used the power of constructive criticism. That's something KJ couldn't do with Tyler. Oh, Death Star uses power of constructive criticism. Yeah. KJ was so bad to Tyler that he drove him out. And Tyler's a good guy. Except when he's spamming me like 74 Insta-reels a day. But anyway, Excellence will be once again first man out of the pit lane. He does not want to get impeded. Actually, that puts you at more risk of impeding, because then people... But anyway, he wants to just get his run in clean air for the moment. He doesn't want anyone in front of him when he starts the lap. He wants to be the first one setting the time. Track evolution, there is a little bit of impact, but he thinks he can overcome it. So let us see if he does.
I've just had some further detail that Hardcase will start his first lap in Q3 on the mediums because he's got all of his remaining softs that are scrubbed and used set, apart from the ones that the FIA have given the Haas driver.
Unlucky. And I will inform you that the Mercedes have a guaranteed fresh soft for the race on account of getting knocked the fuck out in Q2. Excellence is starting his lap now, and it's going to be a potential pole position lap to watch here as he comes down towards turn 1, flicks the steering wheel right, 4th gear now through turn 1 and 2, and it's all smooth from the Williams driver. It's all flat out through turn 3, though the throttle trace is actually kind of broken. It's not showing any acceleration or braking for the moment, and he's purple through sector 1 on a 21.6. That's a pretty good first sector to go through. Through turn 5, Excellence is absolutely flying out there. He is really picking up the jets now, and he looks like a guy who could challenge for race wins. Not necessarily championships, now that Jamie Hester is well clear, but race wins, as Excellence is on the ascendancy. Through turn 10 now, it's 4th gear for him, and it's a 50.4 after 2 sectors, and now it's just going to be 3 more corners. Turn 13, a long winding turn, and 2 flat out corners. The final one's only flat out in quali. This one now, how's he gonna do this? He's gonna do an 1:11.5, matching F1 Mad's lap the previous year. Tyler wants an Excellence comms curse. You know what? On that second run, he is absolutely gonna improve that time. He is absolutely gonna go faster. 100% is not going to bin it. Husky is slow. Bavish is 12.7. Jungle King's 9/10 off. No one is challenging Excellence at the moment. J-Rise could be the first man to. And he is going to be the next man to cross the line, finishing a hot lap. Journey has redeemed some ear rape. We get you some ear rape. If Hardcase is on a lap, he is going to get distracted. J-Rise through sector 3 now. He's done 2 sectors of the lap, and he is at turn 13 at the moment, and now it's going to be full throttle flat out through turn 14, and it should be full throttle 6th gear through turn 15 as well, but he's gone 7th gear, which a lot of people in D3 seem to do for some reason. J-Rice can't take pole position. He is just over a 10th down from Excellence. And now Racing is purple through sector 1 on a 21.5. That's faster than Excellence was in the first sector. Excellence was a 21.6 after the first sector. So Racing is flying here as well through turn 7 and turn 8, winding his way up the hill. And now the flat out turn 9 of Campsa. 6th gear all the way through it, and now he'll have the DRS open for the second time this lap, but it's a very short straight, as then you're immediately downshifting into 3rd gear for turn 12.
And he's invalidated!
He was a 10th up on Excellence, and he is invalidated, and he has crashed on purpose.
Oh, he's crashed!
But he hasn't DNF'd, so technically it's not retirement on track yet, unless he does. Come on, do it! Need you a quali ban, bud. Okay, he's not going to. Shifty going past the scene of the accident.
He was a 10th. He was looking like a contender for pole, if not to displace his teammate on the front row. But Rayson will have a bit of a confidence knockback now with that performance as he takes the old chicane layout, may I say.
Weird
Taking
guy.
a scenic route, he must be careful of his teammate, and is he going? He's stopping to let his teammate through. His teammate boxes anyway.
Watch the AlphaTauris. Kingaz and Shifty Wizard are both on their laps together. Kingaz is 2/10 down, actually 3/10 down on Excellence with a 21.8. Shifty Wizard slightly faster than Kingaz on a 21.7. So it's close between the two AlphaTauris after the first sector. Kingaz now, he's got second sector to go through. Turn 7, turn 8, takes it nicely. Can Shifty take it nicer? I would say he did. He used 1 gear higher for it, and I'd say he's got through it nice and clean. Shifty, I think he was slower through turn 9. King Gaz is well down on that pole time, 51.2 after 2 sectors. Shifty is 4/10 up on King Gaz, 50.8, so that's easily a challenger for the front row or P3. King Gaz now has got 2 more corners left to go. This has not been a good quali lap from him. He will have time for 1 more run though, and as he comes up to the line, King Gaz is going to find himself in P4, and Shifty, I'm expecting to go above him, and he does, up into P3, half a second off J-Rise and Excellence. They seem to be in their own division at the moment. Division 2.5, shall we say.
Yeah, it's looking very close at the front between Excellence and J-Rise, like we said just before Q1 started. With 5 minutes left, we'll be seeing in about a minute, 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes at a maximum, if drivers want to risk it for their final laps, where we'll be seeing everyone at their 100% fastest capabilities to see who can claim pole position.
Jamie Hester said that King Ass was on, and I am quoting him word for word, old tyres for King Ass, but I just checked and he was not on old tyres, so I don't know what he's playing at there. He's trying to make excuses for his fellow D3 staff or something.
You never know. It might just be raw pace, or it might just have had a little problem in one of the corners, but either way, they're both coming into the pits, and Excellence is actually out this early.
Wow.
This early, with 4 minutes to go, Excellence thinks that he can put a lap in this early before everyone comes out.
Track Evolution
and
is
he might
scared of
get
this
pole.
man. I mean, to be fair, it's Division 3, so there's lots of gaps, but Track Evolution is worth at least a 10th at minimum, and a 10th in like D1 is the difference between pole and like P5. Death Star remembers in Hungary when Husky got ear raped and you were pissing yourself laughing on your lap. I was just pissing myself in pain because my hand did not want to hand at all. Hungary is a terrible track if you're a controller player. Your hand just cramps up and it hurts. Excellence, going very, very slowly. He's actually using the techniques I taught him. So this guy he's using it against me. Excellence, when he starts his final lap, Tyler wants another comms curse. Excellence, when he starts his final lap, I expect him to be purple in all sectors. I think Excellence is going to be absolutely perfect here as he's starting his lap. No pressure on Excellence. Definitely no pressure whatsoever. He is going to be absolutely perfect. He is not going to bin it at all. And Excellence starting his final lap. He used up a quarter of his ERS before the start of the lap, so that's not great from him. That's a third of it gone before turn 1, but I think he'll have just about enough to last the lap. Going through turn 3 now, Excellence is full throttle, flat out to the floor, and now turn 4 approaches very, very fast, looming menacingly, 200ths up on the time, just barely improving over J-Rise. J-Rise is up ahead on his outlap, so J-Rise is going to be very, very late to set a lap, and Excellence has binned it! The commentator curse has worked. Tyler is absolutely rejoicing, and that's Excellence's qualifying lap well and truly done for.
Yeah, Idiot was not happy when commentator curses were coming out for Excellence, and it looks like the curse has finally happened for the driver with the most best form at the moment in this division. I think he might be boxing. His ERS is 30%. He might go out for another run. I don't know.
Hang on a minute.
But
Babish has got a great lap in at the moment. He's, I think, no, 50.8.
He's 3 tenths up at the minute on his lap.
Yeah, no, Excellence was a 50.4. Never mind. But this could be
An
good.
Alpine
P3. It's a true contest for P3 at the moment. Shifty Wizard is on his outlap, so it's going to be a while till he starts his. Adrenaline is doing his final lap as we speak. He's crossing the line, and P7 is all he's going to get, provisionally speaking. Rayson is using up his battery on his outlap like a complete idiot.
J-Rise, we need to look at now. He's on a lap. Is he coming through the to the end of the second sector?
This is going to be his final lap.
He's a 10th up. near a 10th up, so this is very, very close. As Rise comes around the fast-flowing final sector, one mistake can prove excellence is right doing, and Rise is wrong doing. We'll come around the final corner, and nice and clean DRS. Is he going to get pole?
No,
he isn't.
Not.
That was very close.
That was a horrible final corner. Took it in 7th gear.
That was very horrible.
And
Husky P3, can I just say, by the way, he's just gone up to P3. Great lap from McLaren.
Shifty's up on his time. Shifty is in the hunt for P3. He has done his lap late, and that could pay off for him track evolution-wise. Shifty Wizard, though, he is doing a lot of short shifting. Babish retired from section.
Retires.
On the track, has he crashed in the pit lane, I think? And that's someone off the track.
Hardcase has gone off.
Oh, Hardcase in the gravel. We haven't got time to... Shifty Wizard's up on his Delta, and he's had to back out because there's a McLaren in his way. McLaren was off the track, but
Shifty Wizard
it was just
his
enough
lap,
to distract him. Husky, just enough to distract him.
He's on a lap.
Racing is on the lap. We'll get his on board now. Racing was the one man who could challenge for pole ahead of Excellence. J Rice couldn't do it, and Racing might be it. No, 51.5. He's not in the hunt. Never mind. 51.5 after 2 sectors. That's absolutely awful. So he's not making any impressions at the moment. Is it
one person to look at? King Gaz.
My God, there's a ghost tyre on the track, and he's only P8. Disappointing by his standards. King Gaz is a 10th up.
58.
He's not going to do anything. He's not going to find 4/10ths in the final sector, so it's pretty unimpressive from him. Husky is, I think, no, he's invalid. It's just King Gaz left out. He might actually find the time. He's 4/10ths up after 2 sectors. Might do it. Oh, P3! What a final sector that was!
Man! What a lap! What a guy! And what a
beauty! Wow! That was something else.
Wow! And we all thought that Rise missing out on pole by the margin he did was the shock. The bigger shock is that King Gaz has just performed a miracle in the final part of quality.
Oh wow! He was only like a 10th up after 1 sector, and he's just gone and found 7 more in the next 2 sectors. That is absolutely brilliant from King Gaz.
I think I may have just spoken a bit wrong as well, because Rise's P2 was a shock. King Gaz's P3 was an even bigger shock. The even more bigger shock is that Babish and Jungle King, 2 drivers that haven't done well so far this season, are on the 3rd row of the grid together, respectively.
Great stuff. And that is gonna be
apparently
pole position for
Babish
Excellence.
has a wet setup on.
Why would he do that? Death Star, mate. Unless it's 30 minutes in at minimum. 30 minutes, that's most of the race done. Why would you do that? Anyway, Excellence takes pole position by 0.03 of a second. That just shows you how competitive it is here in Hyperdrive Racing. If you're not in the league already, you need to join. We're going to post the Discord link in the description just to make sure that you're here. J-Rise P2 on the front row, had a horrible last sector, couldn't get that off him. Almost did, but he didn't. King Gaz, amazing sector 2 and 3 to get P3. Then Husky, Bavish, Jungle King, Shifty Racing, Adrenaline and Hardcase, your top 10 for the Grand Prix.
Yeah, what a good lap that was from everyone out there in Q3. They set themselves up really good for the race as they're in the top 10, and anyone from the top 10 can win it. We've not seen anyone win it outside the top 10 apart from Jay Morris last season at Hungary when he did an absolute whirler. But can Jamie Hester repeat history and be only the 2nd driver in Div 3 to come from the back of the grid to win the race? It's an even more harder challenge for Jamie Hester, but I think anything in the top 12 for him will be fantastic.
What? Top 12? This is Jamie Hester we're talking about. He's definitely getting top 12 at minimum. Unless he has a DNF or some sort of other disaster. At least top 6 is realistic for this guy. He's a great driver. You cannot do him like that.
I'd like to just put a quick predictions out before the race, actually. Top 3 for the race. Chat, please get involved with it as well. Please put in your top 3 for the Spanish Grand Prix, if needed.
You want to run that poll?
Yes, I can do.
Hey, does anyone...
DeVito says P1, 2, 3. I don't think I can make a poll. I don't think it will let me.
Alright. Say slash poll. I mean, I could do that. I mean, I could literally... Okay, fine. We'll do that. We'll do that.
KJ's just predicted Jamie to go on the podium, which is a big ask. A big ask from the man of Div 1 champion.
5 red lights for the Spanish Grand Prix. Excellence on pole. Rise alongside him on the front row. It's lights out and away we go, and it looks like Excellence has gotten a good start on J-Rise. J-Rise getting alongside him now. He's starting on the mediums. Excellence is starting on the hards, and that could give Excellence a little bit of problem. As into the first corner we go. J-Rise takes the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. So all the good work that Excellence did in qualifying has suddenly come to nothing at the first corner as J-Rise takes the lead off him. Excellence is P2. Jesus Christ, and JW Curtis are out. And it's a safety car after only one sector. I did not see what happened in the back, but something chaotic must have happened. Already.
Yeah, an incident must have happened, and I feel like the stewards will probably get involved in that one if it's ended up with a safety car. And we've only managed 20 seconds of this race virtually, and a safety car's out. But a big headline is that the change of leadership has changed with Rise up at the front.
Both debutants out at the first corner. That has got to be the worst start you could ever make to a league. Jesus Christ has left the session. I'm going to check the bye-bye channel just in case there's anything there, because people usually rage quit. J-Rise taking the lead off Excellence. That paid off pretty much immediately. But depending on the range strikes, that could immediately fall back in Excellence's favour. So we're going to see.
Big question, any of the soft runners, there's only 3 of them, Racing, Savaltub and Cam, are they got a box for anything? King Gaz pits, Racing pits, Savaltub pits, Dodger pits on them hard compounded tyres, Racing gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the penalty. No, I don't know, but some hard compound users are boxing, and I feel like they're going to go onto the... I don't know.
Oh, it's a front wing change. It's a Mercedes double stack with front wing change. Oh, that's absolute disaster. And...
Oh, careful. Nearly a collision between Rise and Excellence. Excellence, I thought had front wing damage, but hasn't. But I felt like a collision was going to happen there.
As we go through the safety car, if anyone wants to make song requests, now's a good time. Well, we're just like under safety car conditions. Because green flag running can be a bit difficult to happen. Jesus Christ ain't so holy no more. Oh god, DeVito is absolutely savage.
Oh, that is why we love DeVito. But one big thing to look at as well, despite the safety car causing a load of people to pay, Jamie Hester on the hard compound tyre, he's put himself in a really good position here. He's 9 places up from where he started. He's P11 at the minute. This seems really good.
Yeah, but Jamie Hester, where is he again? P11 already, and you said top 12 was only really gonna happen. 9 places up the start.
Points are the best thing. You know, a driver finishing in the top 12. I mean, I had a qualifying the other week and I finished, what, 7th, 8th, and that was pretty respectable off me. I've got to hand myself to it.
Yep. Now, Jindy has had, by comparison, a pretty bad start because he is neutral in places, but 4 cars ahead of him have had to box on lap 1, so it's pretty disastrous, I would say, by my own expertise. Gaz boxed how many places up is Ruben? That's 5 for him. Death Star is going to be happy. Idiot is going to be happy. To be fair, a happy idiot is a happy league. It's like the happy wife is a happy life phrase.
Oh my days. He's probably raging from where he is right now, but safety car is actually in this lap, so we are going to get some racing action. Are we going to complete a first lap under green flag this race, or will we have another safety car in about 1 minute time?
Death Star, do you realise the happy quote is an insult? Because happy wife, happy life quote is insinuating, like, don't let her get mad. It's same with Idiot. So Idiot says he's fine. Comics shushing me or someone. But to this restart now, J-Rise, he goes very, very early, and Excellence has been caught lacking. Husky can't make anything of it, but Excellence is now going to have a great slipstream to try get the lead back immediately, and he has actually got a lot of straight line speed. Rice might be defenseless, he isn't using battery, Excellence is, and now they're going side by side into the first corner, and Excellence retakes the lead immediately, so he has got the restart absolutely sorted, but J-Rise is coming back at him, going through turn 3, he is almost alongside, but he can't quite do it, and Excellence is still ahead. There's another crash at the back, and that's King Gaz dropping to the back of the field. King Gaz has lost his front wing.
Again!
Second safety car in just 4 laps. What has happened here?
I think I cursed it, but that's another 5-second penalty for racing, so he's up to 10 seconds worth of penalties, and we've not even had a single green flag worth of racing yet. But I must have cursed the race another level because another safety car's out, and it was about approximately 60 seconds from when I last said it.
Nobody has DNF this time around. Both Mercedes are at the back, so they might have been involved with whatever happened to King Gaz. You don't deploy a safety car on a lost front wing. So I'm trying to look through the field to see if anyone else is affected. Most likely it's one of the 2 Mercs, but their front wings are looking fine at the moment. Don't make
Big
D2
question.
like this, says DeVito to Comic. And Excellence, his battery usage paid off. J-Rice thought he could be clever by by not using any battery, but Excellence was having none of it.
Cam isn't pitting, and he's on them softs. Although he will be nursing them softs because of it's under the safety car, there will be a point where he's gonna lose out on the field by 10-15 seconds because of the soft, and with the tyres being quickly degrading and then falling into tyre degradation, where he's going to be losing time on drivers in front and the drivers behind. So Cam needs to pit very soon if he wants any chance of finishing in a very good position.
King Gaz is into the pit lane for his second front wing of the Grand Prix. Racing also in. They have both done 2 stops now, and we're only 4 laps in. Death Star in chat saying, I'm crying of happiness right now. My children both in the top 10. I swear they're both older than you. That doesn't even...
That sounds a bit weird, that Death Star.
Yeah, Death Star.
Retract what you're saying and make it again and try it again. I'll approve it.
They're probably... You're...
I say they're in their 20s.
Yeah. So, Bavish seems... Yeah, there's no way Bavish is a kid. Ruben Scott doesn't
Yeah,
seem like
I
a
see
kid.
that now. Forget that, please. Death Star, I don't think I can forget it, mate. I really don't.
You know, there's a
think
thing called Twitch clips and stuff. And there's 18 people here. One of them, all it takes is one.
Probably the Vita.
Back in Black, says Tyler, for Comms Karaoke. I don't know that song.
AC/DC. We're going back into time. We're going back to my territory, mate.
Back in Black.
AC/DC. I grew up on AC/DC.
That was an inappropriate comment from me.
Death Star, DeVito loves you too much. I think DeVito loves everyone too much.
Oh, I recognise this, just not like the song name. Is this the... I'll just let F1 Mad cook.
I can't remember the lyrics, so I'm not.
I don't know the lyrics either. I'll just try read it. You're looking in the sky, it's getting me high. Put the garage, cause I never die. I got 9 lives. Cat's eyes. Wow. Cause I'm back.
Cause I'm back.
Yes, I'm back.
Yes, I'm back.
Yeah, well, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Well, I'm back. Back. Well, I'm back in black. Back in black. I can't do this. Back in the... Blah, blah.
Death Star says it's a rock song, Diamonds, not Taylor Swift.
I can't do this. I cannot do rock songs. My main theme is pop. I can't do this. But Death Star, why
Idiot
would
says top
You're
5.
saying this is a Swiftie. Are you trying to insinuate I'm a Swiftie? No, you cannot be saying that. You're literally a Swiftie. Safety car in this lap again.
Top 5. Idiot says for top 5 for Williams, making him feel great. Give it 10 laps, Idiot. Come back to me in about 10 laps, see where
Let
they
me
are.
cook now.
Yeah, let them cook. I'll let them cook, but I'm sure one of
Now,
them will
given that
fumble.
J Rice has just seen 2 safety cars, I don't think he's going to be conservative on the battery this restart. When is Excellence going to go? Excellence is taking this restart very slowly. Not slow enough.
One person.
I swear to God, if we get any more reports against this leader going slow, I am going to turn up at your house. Excellence has gone early, same position as Rise, but this time Rise reacts better than Excellence did. Excellence is wise to it though, and he's burning the battery like crazy. Rise is also burning the battery, and now Rise is the slipstream. Rise is going to be the one on the attack this time, and Rise is going round the outside to the leader of the Grand Prix. Is he going to do it? They're side by side, they make contact. Rise goes off the track. Excellence is still ahead. Adrenaline is going wheel to wheel with Hardcase. Down the inside goes Hardcase through this flat out turn 3. Hardcase is ahead of Adrenaline, but we had contact between the leaders, and now Bavish is going for it on J-Rise, but he can't quite make it stick, and Husky has spun round Bavish. Husky's in the barriers, and Bavish is down the order as well, and that's the third safety car. They're setting HDR records here. I would be disappointed, but this is actually hilarious. Both McLarens are out of the race. That is a safety car record. Death Star, it says, I'm gonna cry of sadness now. What is happening in this race?
Wow, I mean, what a restart that was.
What the hell?
Rise and Excellence colliding together, and then Babish going for an almighty move, and then it fumbled, and then I did say one of the Williams will fumble. I'm sorry, Idiot, but it had to happen. And I'm sorry, Jungo King, if you're listening to the stream, but it had to happen. No, wait. Oh my god, I've just realised Hardcase is P4.
Oh, what? Hardcase is P4. Oh no 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 no! He's gonna bin it on the. He's gonna bin it on his outlap again. Dodger.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
He's gonna bin it. Bavish
Don't
into the pits.
How many more safety cars do you think you'll see after the third one? They say third time is a lucky charm. Do you think this third time might be the last time we see the safety car? Jamie Hester P7 though, that is fantastic from the Alfa Romeo. I feel like he's got a shot of winning this race.
Well, now that we've burned through 3 safety cars, there can only be one more, because I think 4 is the limit.
4 or 5, I think it is.
I forgot VSCs. Are they gonna just burn through everything in like as early as they can?
Well, I don't know, but if we do see a red flag, then history has been made, because we've not seen a red flag in HD before. Idiot says that it's 10 minutes till rain, so his drivers must be in communication with him. So Babish, who is down in 15th and is on that wet setup, I think he'll have more laps on that wet setup, which might bring him into favour near the end of the race. Death Star says red flags should go to standard. Thoughts on that, Diamond?
I agree, actually. Red flag should be on standard. We never get any, and it might reduce the amount of safety cars. And unlike red flags are way more entertaining because it actually makes the race go a little bit faster. Safety cars slow down the race, and we can't run broadcasts because they're always broken.
DeVito says this is worse than Singapore safety cars.
Is the stream kill? No, it's not. Why does the stream do this to me? I don't like my internet. I live in a really bad area for it, to be honest. That's the issue. It doesn't matter what service provider I get, it's just bad, like universally speaking. It's just not available in my area. And I live in London as well. I just live in like a slightly closed part. Except I live in a big town, but I just live in a closed part of said big town. So it's just so frustrating. It's only like, I don't know. Let's not go on a...
Idiot says...
Idiot says, what does he say?
3 safety cars between lap 1 to 7. At this rate, Idiot, we won't get a lap's worth of racing, so you might be counting your lucky stars here by saying that Excellence will win. But we do need to see a lap's worth of green flag, because everyone's not set a competitive lap time, and I feel like Excellence, as he was the one that crossed the line first, I think, has that fastest lap. Yes, he does.
If Idiot goes on the run again, this is going to be sad. Safety car is in this lap. One final thing I'd just like to say. I just realised I accidentally put my socks on the PS4. They're nice and toasty now. This is going to be very nice. But anyway, back to the safety cars. Time to cook for Excellence and J-Rise. This time it's Excellence leading. The last 2 times the leaders have swapped hands. And now it's J-Rise on the offensive. Now that their tyres are 8 laps old, though admittedly they haven't done much racing on said tyres, I'd still say Rice has a tyre advantage, so this should help him. But now Excellence should know when to go and how to catch Rice out. Excellence has gone even earlier, and I think Rice has been caught lacking this time. Excellence is using up all his battery. Rice is using up all his battery. They're going to have another battle for the lead into the first corner. The slipstream is for Rise. The lead could be for Rise. Excellence is not going defensive. Rise is diving down the inside, and they almost make contact. Rise backs out of it. Hardcase gets past Shifty Wizard, and Excellence stays in the lead of the race. Ruben Scott is P6 behind Adrenaline. Cam has a 3-second time penalty already. Sourtub and Dodger are P9 and P10 respectively. Master Pilu is in P8. He's falling off the back of Jamie Hester, who is putting massive pressure on Ruben Scott up ahead of him. And Cam is being overtaken. No, that's Sourtub getting past Master Pilu. Sourtub finding the grip around the outside to get past. And that's Master Pilu trying to fight back against the Mercedes, but he has to back out, and it's going to be nothing doing for him there. Kingaz on the back of Cam, but he can't do it, and Master Pilu's out. I don't know what happened.
And another safety car.
Oh my god, 4 safety cars. What did Master Pilu do? I didn't even see.
I don't know.
Did he bin it himself?
I didn't.
Oh,
I think he might have, because it was on the exit of the track from the map. But we were so close. So close for an actual lap of racing, and it vapored away. I feel like we will see some safety cars now. I feel like people will be pitting. Rise is pitting actually from second on the medium tyres. I think most of the medium runners will box. I say that and it doesn't happen. But I feel like, well, the safety car's out for the 4th time.
Is safety cars on standard? I have to check this. There's no way it's on reduced. It's on... No, wait, no, that's damage. I was about to make a big proclamation against King Gaz, but nope, it's on reduced. Okay.
Well, I'm going to nip to the bathroom. As Bavish retires, he retires on track, I think.
Oh, and he's crashed with an Alfa Romeo of Jundi. What have they...
Oh, so we will see an incident on that, probably.
Oh, God.
Jundi or Bavish will be the plaintiff in that. But I'm going to nip to the bathroom.
Awful. Hella entertaining, but this is awful. Who's in chat? Imagine a red flag next and it starts to rain. Oh, Death Star says he's gonna kill himself. Oh, Bavish is DNF'd and Sourtub Dodger. But Ruben Scott's doing well at least. F1 mad happy apparently because Hardcase is P2. Hardcase is gonna be on the back of Excellence. F1 mad, you're not dreaming. Hardcase is P2.
I'm sorry, am I a second person and I'm racing because Hardcase is pulling a me here and I'm very, very happy. I'm so happy and I'm not being very biased and supporting him for the stream's sake or anything. I'm just saying as a whole that Hardcase is pulling one of his best races in HDR at this moment. And Ivan and Jundi, by the way, are boxing, and I think they're both going to go on to the soft. Jundi goes on to the hard, so... Idiot said, pulling EU, he doesn't have 10 seconds of penalties. Shush you, Melon. I'm going to just say that, shush you, Melon. When F1 Mad said he was going to the bathroom, I thought he was going to say he's going to the bar.
I wish.
If only. If only. Live in a very, say, quiet area. And there's a local pub. There's a local pub called the Black Boy near my area. I could have gone to the Black Boy, had a pint, maybe had a shot.
What kind of bar is called a Black Boy? I'm not familiar with bars in general, but they all seem to have weird names.
Yeah.
I think here's a funny thing about the local bar in my area that I walk past the way to school every day. It's called the Maxwell, I think, and usually it has football on in the TV in the bar. You can see it from outside. The only time they've had F1 in the bar is when there was a car accident and a car flipped over right in front of the bar, like literally upside down, and that was somehow curiously the only day they were showing F1, and that was like Brazil practice or something. Anyway,
safety car though in this lap.
Excellence versus Hardcase this time. Excellence has done this 4 times now, so he should have experience. He's gone so early, he might overtake the safety car at this rate. Hardcase has no chance. Surely he's not going to get it, and he's not going to get it because he took that final corner with a lift. Shifty Whizzer is nowhere near. Adrenaline is nowhere near. Neither is Scott. Jamie Hester is going to overtake Ruben Scott though. And that's Jamie Hester from the back of the grid up into P6 straight away. And now P5. He has passed Ruben Scott later on the brakes into turn 1. And Jamie Hester is putting something of a wonder show on. And that podium prediction could be likely. Because Hardcase, Shifty, Adrenaline, they're all slower than Jamie Hester for sure. Sourtub and Dodger are doing well for themselves at the regime. P7 and P8, that's not bad going. Cam is going wheel to wheel with Dodger. Cam is overtaking again, and that's the Ferrari past the Mercedes. King Gaz is on the back of the pair of them. He's not doing anything at the moment, and there's no more battles in the field. It looks like they've all gotten away without a 5th safety car. I don't know if 5 safety cars is possible, but it looks like the Grand Prix starts now. as we're going to get 20 laps of green flag running, hopefully. Death Star says his local bar is called the Black Dog. Oh, Jesus. And I don't mean the McLaren one. I mean the one who can actually make miracles happen. Excellence. P1. And he's got out of DRS range of hard case. Shifty Whizzer is within DRS range of hard case, but just about. And Excellence is starting to stretch away. Jamie Hester's on the back of Adrenaline. He's like the Max Verstappen of this field at this point, but his downforce is just too high. He's running a thick rear wing, and he can't do anything in the straights at the moment, but through the corners, you'll see how he can gain. Racing lets J-Rise past, I assume. Good teamwork from Alpine there, showing the real-life drivers how it's done. Cam is on the warpath. He's got 4-lap newer tyres than Sour Tub, so he could be on the back of this next Mercedes. Ruben Scott is P6. When is the rain gonna come? Because a lot of these drivers may have to make pit stops before the rain. J-Rise is a guy to watch, as he's now up the inside of King Gaz into turn 7. You don't see moves there very often. Cam is all over the back of Sour Tub. Cam is almost into the arse of this big Mercedes car and can't do anything into turn 10. He's just a few too many car lengths back. Jamie Esther looks one for the move. J-Rise is on the back of Dodger. Fresh softs versus old mediums. It's no contest. How quickly can J-Rise pass them? Out of the final corner, Haskey has finally left the session, and he's lagged out the whole lobby in the process. Cam is now side by side with Dodger. Dodger had a moment into the gravel, and now that's one Mercedes overtaken, and it could be another Mercedes overtaken as J-Rise is on the back of Dodger, but he hasn't got any battery left, and they're now wheel to wheel into turn 1, and Sour Tub has fallen back to Cam, and Dodger's made contact with Rise.
Dodger!
Dodger! I hate you.
Safety car!
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. You are the worst.
Safety car!
I can't believe Excellence left. He would have had esports setups, and now he gets Idiot. 5 safety, is that even possible?
I don't know, but this might be the last safety car. We've only had 2 running laps, by the way, chat, and we're 15 laps into this race. So, we feel now that with the top 6 on 14 lap old hards, except for Shifty Wizard who's on 14 lap old mediums, they're more than likely gonna have to come in or something, or hold on, because the weather, the clouds look really dark, so it feels like it's gonna rain. But is Shifty Wizard gonna stay out on their medium compounder tyre? Excellence actually comes into the pits, and Hardcase stays out.
Excellence making a good decision. Hardcase is making a blunder for sure. Adrenaline is why would you do that? Sour Tub, please, no! Why?
Excellence going into
Dodger's
the
coming
pits
in.
for?
Yes, let's go.
Excellence is coming in. Excellence is going in for intermediates.
Dodger is coming in. Is he going for inters? Is he going for the inters? Oh, he's going for softs. Ruben Scott's going for the inters as well. A couple people going for softs. King Gaz is going for hards. Nobody knows what's going on with strategy. Cam has overtaken Sour Tub. I don't know if that was a pass or a repass or whatever that was.
Don't know, but we've not seen this in a while. But I'm happy because Haas are leading the race for the first time, I'd probably say, since Mexico.
You remember that specific stat for this specific scenario. Hardcase is in fact leading the race, but he's got very fast Jamie Esther and a very fast J-Rise coming at him. Now this enters gamble by Excellence. What do we think about it?
Well, the rain's hitting the cars now, so rain is here.
Okay, it's raining. It's raining. Regime, if you're listening, please box. I'm begging you. Excellence has paid off. Ruben Scott has paid off for sure.
I think Hardcase, if he has any chance, or anyone now has got any chance of winning, their recommendation is to box for them intermediates.
Excellence
if not,
just got the
they are
going to
fumble.
Please, box.
Hardcase comes in, adrenaline. Jamie Hester stays out, which is very weird. But everyone else is coming into the pits.
I knew it as well. I told the Mercedes guys in chat 1 lap before this to box. I knew this was going to happen. I've not even got any strategy data, and I still got the strategy right. That's diamonds for you. And how many blunders have we got? Ruben Scott, you are amazing, says Death Star. I mean, he is. He got himself up into P2. And Jamie Hester stayed out like... he's ruined all his progress. J-Rise, I don't know what he's doing. Jindy, Cindy as well. Both Alfa Romeos are going to drop. Shifty Whizzer. Ugh. King Gaz. Oh, his day's going to go bad to worse. I can't believe he went for hards when rain was imminent. Cannot believe that. But that's 5 places gained now for the rest of the field. And Excellence has got a clear gap now because Shifty Whizzer is blocking the way. And behind him is Ruben Scott, who can't challenge Excellence. Neither can Hardcase. Adrenaline, I don't think... No one can. The furthest guy down the order is racing. So I think Excellence's Grand Prix win is pretty secure. Now, it's raining hard. They're stuck on dry tyres. There's no way it's not Inters now. Safety car is in this lap. Is Jamie Hester going to do the restart? Or is he going to restart into the pit lane? Because I've never seen that in 3 years of sim racing.
Diamonds just cuts off. I'll take over for a brief moment of time. Top 3 on dry compounded tyres on board with Jamie Hester.
Jamie Hester, he's not coming in.
Jamie Hester's not coming in.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
What is he doing?
He's trying to be a hero for no reason. Who is he trying to hold him off for? That is the restart. Ruben Scott, he's wheel to wheel.
Ruben Scott!
Oh my god, Ruben Scott can take the lead! Ruben Scott takes the lead!
Ruben Scott took the lead!
Ruben Scott got ahead of Excellence!
Ruben Scott!
Oh, Ruben Scott, the actual hero of Aston Martin! He's taken the lead! And Excellence is P2!
Oh my god!
Case is P3! Hester's dropping down the order like crazy! And he's holding up the entire field! Cam is P4!
What has happened?
J is struggling to get past, Sourtub is past, and Jamie Hester has absolutely no grip whatsoever. He is sliding around like crazy. He is basically a safety car hazard. But Ruben Scott, you absolute hero, making the lead out of that situation. I don't know how he's done it, but he has done it. And he is an absolute legend in the eyes of Death Star and Aston Martin for doing that.
I am waiting for Death Star on this chat because this guy will be absolutely loving that his driver is P1.
Death Star says, oh my fucking shitting pissing god. He is absolutely...
Oh my god.
There may be a lot of safety cars, but you can't deny this is exciting. And Ruben Scott, we know he's not faster than Excellence on a normal day. So let's see if he is going to make any progress. Bavish, he was supposed to be the one with the rain setup, and now he's DNF'd. And Excellence is coming back at Ruben Scott. Not quite though. He's going to have to buy this time.
The question is though for Ruben Scott that he has to answer is how is he going to manage this race now? Is he going to try and fight for the win and stay for position? Or is he going to let Excellence by and fight for P2 where he's got Hardcase just behind? This is the question that he's got to answer it to himself now. But we're in for a treat now. Nearly 14 laps left.
Jungle King's
14 laps.
14 laps of pure wet weather driving. And Idiot saying Excellence fuming that Jamie Hester broke early. If he actually said that, Excellence is a crybaby and Jamie Hester's a bad strategist. Ruben Scott found the gap, Excellence couldn't. Excellence was ahead of him and he still couldn't find the right gap. Why don't you find some skill instead of finding some verbal? Ruben Scott still ahead of Excellence. Hardcase in P3 with a time penalty actually. 3 seconds for Hardcase. 3 seconds for Cam.
Hardcase.
Ruben Scott, he does the talking on the track and he's leading the race as a result of it. Excellence is in the slipstream. He's got the battery now. This is his good chance to try get it. There's no Jamie Hester in the way this time for him. Excellence coming up to the back of him. Is Ruben Scott going to go defensive? No, he isn't. He thinks he's far enough ahead. Excellence is going to try outbrake him. Ruben Scott leads the space. Great racing from the pair of them. And Excellence has to sit back. Looks like he can't do the talking on the track either. Still behind him. And Excellence is super slow. Hardcase is trying to go down the inside, but he has to defend from Cam as well. And Cam's now going around the outside, but he can't make it work. And Hardcase is P3, and they're still in the same order as when we last checked.
I just want to have a quick mention here. Rayson is on that wet compounder tyre.
Wait, what? What?
He's on a wet compounder tyre.
Huh? What? I mean, to be fair,
going back.
It looks... Well, watch his gap closely. If Jamie Hester overtakes him, then you know it still enters. I'll be watching the front. Let me know about Rayson's progress.
I will do, but going back to Hardcase, he put in the half chat that the penalty coming into the pits, he got a penalty for no reason. It wasn't for speeding in the pit lane. It said it was a corner cutting warning. Obviously, he's going to make a review for it very soon, but Jamie Hester, he's all over the back of Rayson. I feel like Jay Rice will be having some words with Rayson because that was an awful decision, because Jamie Hester is going to go for a move in a minute. He's going to make a move. And more importantly,
Excellence is going down the inside of Ruben Scott for the lead of the race. Ruben Scott just about stays ahead, and Rayson is still ahead of Jamie Hester, but Hester has clearly got way more grip than him. Rayson has lost half a second to Shifty Wizard through the third sector alone. So wet weather tyres are not the best way to go at the moment, as Ruben Scott and Excellence are battling into turn 1 every single lap. You'll want to watch this, guys.
Yeah, top 4 reminds me of Singapore this year, when it was 2 Mercedes, a Ferrari and a McLaren fighting for the win. But this time it's more bunched up and it's anyone's game.
Shifty Wizard passing Jundi Sunday long before the corner. I think Jundi Sunday might have made a mistake. Now F1 mad, everyone at home, everyone on the track. The main battle here, Ruben Scott versus Excellence, as Sourtub passes Junga King. Junga King's dropped 2 places. I think he might have damage or something. Excellence is on his arse at the moment. He can read that Aston Martin Aramco so clearly. And the weather is getting worse. It's getting heavier, the rain, and Excellence, this is his best chance to take the lead, but Ruben Scott's just got more straight line speed than him, and Excellence can't force his way through. He was almost side by side with him, but Ruben Scott had more battery than him.
Yeah, everyone in the top 4 have got similar battery, between 10 and 25% between the top 4, but look at that. Look at the delta between the leader and P4. It's 1 second to the dot. This is looking to be one of the races that see different.
I know people who say F1's not a sport. There's many of them out there, but how can you say that when this is what Formula 1 is? Battles for the lead. Not in real life, to be honest, but battles for the lead regardless. Excellence is on the back of Ruben Scott. Yellow flag out. Rayson has binned it. The wet weather tyre has not worked. And Alpine are not going to be happy. Idia is... Idia, I have to be careful. Idia might be a engineer for Excellence, actually. Excellence is on the back of Ruben Scott, going through the final corner now. And Rayson, is he retiring it on track? Nope, he's just slow. And Excellence is wheel to wheel with Ruben Scott once again. But Ruben Scott, does he have the straight line speed on him for the 2nd lap in a row? He might. And Hardcase is trying to make it 3 wide. Hardcase is going to go 3 wide into turn 1. What the hell is he doing? And he makes contact with Excellence inevitably. Hardcase, that was an idiotic move. I don't know why you would do that. That was such a bad decision. That was terrible driving, and I hope your TP is going to say the same to you, because what the hell was that? Cam is up into P2. Ruben Scott is still in the lead somehow. Death Star is probably going to come, and it's no longer November, so feel free to. Excellence has now dropped back to P3, and he is not going to be happy with Hardcase, and rightfully so. That was a terrible move into turn 1, and Cam has got the run on Ruben Scott, but only briefly. Cam has got more battery than the lot of them. He's got half his tank full, and he's going for the lead. Cam on his first try to take the lead of the race. He's going down the inside, and Ruben Scott seemingly defenseless. He's trying to hang it around the outside, but you can't hang it around the outside through turn 10. And Ruben Scott has lost the lead, and Cam is into the lead. Having battled with the Mercedes earlier on in the race, Cam is the unlikely race leader of the Spanish Grand Prix. I think there needs to be a rule against people leaving the session at this rate, because there is so much lag whenever someone leaves. Racing has retired.
I can tell as a driver, especially in this day, that it's very, very hard. It's very annoying when someone leaves the session. It really does annoy the drivers very much. I've had an incident involving that, where a driver's left and it's lagged and it put me in a very uncomfortable position for an incident. So it is very annoying, but we should have a rule and regulation on that. But away from people leaving the session, we need to have a look now with 9 laps to go. Can Cam build up a gap of 3 seconds to win the race?
Excellence is going down the inside of Ruben Scott. Oh, Excellence was almost side by side with Ruben Scott. Excellence is still stuck behind the Aston Martin. He's going to have nightmares of the Aramco rear wing when he goes to bed tonight, because he has been stuck behind him for absolutely ages. He's going down the inside this time, and this time around, he's into the gravel as he's absolutely bottled. Excellence rejoins the track. I would almost call that dangerously, and now he's been overtaken by the regime as well. Dodger up into P5. Oh yes!
Wow!
Celebrations at Mercedes. Excellence. He got impatient. He tried it down the inside, and it did not work. Inevitably.
Well, that is probably Excellence with his chance of winning the race.
Hardcase is down the inside of Ruben Scott. Hang on. Hardcase, is he going to do it clean this time around? It looks like he might be able to. No. Ruben Scott is pulling the defensive drive of his life at the moment. I am thoroughly impressed by this performance. This guy is Fernando Alonso of Division 3 at the moment. He has got the Aston Martin spirit well and truly going. Death Star and KJ seem to be having a harder off-track battle than these lads on track. And that's Dodger down the inside of Adrenaline. Brilliant move from Dodger.
Wow.
And he's up into P4. And Excellence is trying to capitalise. He is having a horrible day with Racecraft. He can't make the moves. He's just stuck. He's not dirty. He's just stuck. He can't make any overtakes. He's watching all the drivers get past his targets, and he just can't do it. He saw he saw Cam pass Ruben Scott, having tried so hard to get past himself. Excellence, he's just dive bombing now. Junga King's overtaken him. Excellence has lost his head, frankly, and he's battling his own Williams teammate. And then he complains about having bad teammates at the regime. Wow-wee. Excellence gets back past the Junga King, but you've just lost yourself a boatload of time there. Hardcase is on the back of Ruben Scott again. Hardcase, is he finally going to get this move done? It's been a long time coming. Ruben Scott's not going defensive again, and I think Hardcase might have the ascendancy, but Ruben Scott's had the brakes, had the positioning around the outside. Is he going to do it again? Oh my god, he's held him off again. Ruben Scott is amazing at defending in Spain right now. Oh, Dodger almost got the podium with that move.
Adrenaline!
What? Everything's going on. I can't keep up. Adrenaline's down on the inside of Dodger. It's absolutely kicking off in the wet. Even past Sour Tub. You have to be so careful.
Oh, collision! Dodger's gone! Dodger's gone!
I don't want to live anymore.
Dodger's gone!
I don't want to live. Can I just... I quit. I quit being Mercedes TP. I want Excellence back. Can I get a refund in the app?
Do you want to be Haas? You can have. You've got the likes of.
Can I have you?
You've got the
F1 Mad. Can I have you?
You want me back in my old seat?
Yeah. What do you mean? You had the seat for like 2 races. You don't own it. Rise as oh, rise. What are you doing? You're horrible. You're
Well,
shite.
it's safe to say that the win is probably done deal for Cam.
Shut up, KJ! I just had to make a
And
point.
what a race! What a race by Cam. He's got knocked out in Q1, and he's leading the race with a 6-second gap. This is fantastic from the Ferrari driver.
F1 man, I'm gonna tap you off after this race. And the best part is, you've already downgraded Haas. Worst you can do at Mercedes is get yeeted without losing constructor points. We'll talk about this later. Oh, but Dodger. Oh,
We'll talk about this after
I've
the
been
race, but
scammed
now
so
we've
badly.
still got the race, so... I mean, quick thoughts, really, Demond. Just a quick question. I probably know the answer to it, and I think your answer is probably going to be the same as mine. But, driver of the day, who's it going to go to?
Based on the driving I've seen, I want to give it to Ruben Scott. Cam might be the one out in the lead, but in terms of the actual wheel-to-wheel battles that I've seen, I'd say Ruben Scott deserves it solely for all that defending he's been doing. And this is why I like having commentators vote driver of the day. We know what's going on.
It's just dive-bombed Hardcase. Sorry for interrupting, but Excellence has just dive-bombed Hardcase. Hardcase has had to go, taking evasive action. But that was a very, very strong and very lunging dive bomb there off the Williams driver. I'd be very concerned if...
Excellence is angry. Excellence is on the warpath. Hardcase dive bombed him earlier and he's just taking a bit of revenge. And now it's going to be 3 wide into turn 1. Ruben Scott's got no battery this time. Is he going to defend it from the outside again? Not this time. Adrenaline gets past Ruben. And can Excellence get past Ruben? He can't. He can't. Oh, that has to hurt. Excellence has just watched Adrenaline pass Ruben, and now he's still stuck behind this Aston Martin. And Ruben Scott is sending it back down the inside. There's no contact between them. Ruben Scott gets past Adrenaline again, and Junga King was pressuring his teammate. Hardcase was almost dive bombing Junga King now, and now Junga King has to be a shield for Excellence as rises past Sour Tub. He's having a mid-race in P8. F1 mad, you can't speak with that 3 wide situation, says Idiot. Junga King. P5, Excellence P4. The race win is settled, but this battle for P2 is keeping us on the edge of our seats. Or sofas. Or beds. Or cars if you're...
Or desk chair.
Death chair? Adrenaline's down the inside of Excellence. Or is that Excellence round the outside of Adrenaline? Excellence is up into the podium places. So having started from pole, he's back into the podium. And he is now, finally, it's going to be Ruben Scott versus Excellence for this one. Cam owes Ruben a pint. I agree. 100%. Cam and Ruben Scott should be teammates after this race. Because look at the defense that Ruben Scott has done. What a defense.
I think Cam owes a little bit more than a pint to Ruben Scott. In my personal opinion, I think the win.
Yeah. Excellence would have passed. Actually, I can't. Excellence on the back of Excellence on the back of Ruben Scott. He's gaining, he wants to go for the move early, and Excellence is doing the same thing he did earlier, and once again he's off the track. Excellence does not learn from his mistakes. He's done it twice now, and now he is side by side with Junga King. Is Junga King gonna battle him? Nope, Junga King lets him go again. Excellence has lost his head. That was so bad.
Yeah, that's another error for Excellence, but it's another gain for Ruben Scott, who at this point, I'm probably just going to label him the Minister of Defence in D3.
Rises on the back of Adrenaline. Rises down the inside of Adrenaline. Is Adrenaline going to defend
flag.
this? Nope, he can't. Riser's passed. And Alfa Romeo of Jamie Hester, or nope, that's Jindy Sunday. He's on full wet and he is off the road. Who is on full wet?
Just Jundy and Gaz.
How has Ruben Scott only done one stop this whole race?
That is driver of the day performance for Ruben Scott. Another contender for driver of the day is F1 Mad. He's not showing up for the race and he's flying like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, of course. As we might as well make Diamond's driver of the day while we're at it, because I'm better at comms, subjectively speaking. Objectively speaking, probably Death Star.
Jeez.
Excellence versus Ruben Scott, take 62 probably. I don't know how many times. But Excellence has got, what, 4 laps left. And the thing is, Ruben Scott doesn't even go defensive. He just hangs it round the outside like some sort of Sigma bastard. Ruben
Scott's got a full battery of ERS.
How? The guy's been defending all race.
Full battery.
Excellence is on the back of him. Excellence is almost wheel to wheel with him. Excellence has got a little bit alongside. Excellence is braking as deep as he can, and he goes off the road for the third time. That's the third time.
He's gonna more than likely give that position back. He's gained a huge
How the hell's he not
time.
gotten the track limits pen? Excellence, he has to give that back.
He has to. He
What
must
the
give
hell?
that back.
How has
If
he
not,
kept
Ruben
that?
Scott.
How has he
Ruben
kept
Scott
that?
will be on to the stewards as quick
I'm going to
as
report
he
that
can.
myself. What
I
is he
probably
doing?
will myself, in all honesty. Sorry, idiot. I know we're friends away from the game, but in all honesty,
That is the worst move I've ever seen that has not been... What the hell? And Rise has passed hard case with a clean move. J Rise has quietly been driving pretty brilliantly in this race. I can't remember why he dropped off now. I think it was because he had to make pit stops. But Rise is having a great race on the track, it seems. Yeah, it's going to be an illegal overtake, obviously. But Excellence, if he gets that gap up to 5 seconds, that's going to be so infuriating for Ruben Scott. But F1 Mad, he says he's going to report it after the race. Idiot, we're not friends off track. I don't like you, to be honest. You're a bit of a knob. So if he reports it, I'm totally fine. Sour Tub. Oh, why? Why would you do that? How were you Oh, I quit. I quit my job. I quit my job as a commentator. I don't know why Mercedes is always involved in shit. Why is it always Mercedes? First it's me with my internet not interneting, and then it's Milan having problem, and then it's Berkey DNFing a lot. Jay Morris is on it, to be fair, and now it's just this. It's so depressing being the Toto Wolff of the regime. Ivan's into the pit lane. Is he gonna box for wets or something? Idiot wants a comms curse for Ruben. I don't want to do it to him, but let's do it to him. Now Ruben Scott, he's driven a brilliant race. He will surely stay within that 5 seconds of excellence, and he will surely be able to keep Junga King behind him to take P2 in this race for Aston Martin. For the constructors, Williams having a good result is best because they're already really bad. Husky is doing a counter comms curse. Excellence. Look at him. He's absolutely flying. He hits those apexes so perfectly, and his braking has been absolutely on point. Whenever he goes for a dive, he makes it stick. And Excellence is going to be definitely keeping it above 5 seconds. He's going to keep it on the road. And there's another comms curse for Ruben and another comms curse for Excellence. So this is just going to be like infinite ping pong. Oh, Ruben again. So 2 comms curses for Ruben and 1 for Excellence. Can you do them? I can't be asked. Oh my god, they're doing Excellence. And Husky's done a sound of retirement karaoke. We'll do that after the race. Can you say it?
I could do some commentative curse now. Which one shall I go first? Excellence or Ruben?
Either one. Quick, you gotta make it quick. Cam is gonna finish.
We'll do Excellence. It's the last lap of the Spanish Grand Prix. Cam's ahead, but Excellence, he's gone deep into the corner at the end of Sector 1. And at this rate, he's probably going to get reported for the shooters. but he's doing absolutely fantastic here. Championship lead, more likely, in a few races' time if he keeps up these consecutive podium runs. Look at him go. He's flying like you won't believe. He's going to go into a corner, and it's mediocre. Draining battery, but it looks like he's not going to have any type of curse, but the Minister of Defence himself, Ruben Scott, King. P3, and he's not doing...
Cam's crossing the line.
For expectations for the race, but let's just, I'll finish it off for you,
A round of applause for Cam. Coming around the final corner now, it's going to be the Ferrari of Cam winning the Spanish Grand Prix, and Steinosaur is going to be a happy dinosaur this time around. What a race for Cam. Excellence winds up in P2, but we know what's happening in the steward's room post-race with that awful move on Ruben Scott, who is my personal driver of the day. That was a brilliant defense from him, and he was only overtaken because of that illegal dive. J-Rise almost within 5 seconds of Excellence. So close. Junga King P5, Adrenaline P6, Hardcase 7th, Sour Tub 8th, making contact post-race. Shifty, then Jamie Esther, Ivan and Kingaz will score the final point, running on those wets.
What a race. That was very unique from a very different point of perspective. But Ruben Scott, P3, what a race. That was an amazing race from him. That is more likely going to get driver of the day from every single driver. So, yeah, that's very good. And well done to everyone that took part in the race.
There may have been a lot of safety cars, but there was good battles up and down the field. And Cam says, let's go. Thank you, Rain, and a big thanks to Ruben Smith. Davita says you owe him snuggles. Wait, he does... Oh, wait, never mind, that's... And now Husky wants Sound of Retirement by Two Sterry. We give him Sound of Retirement. I don't know where Two Sterry is right now, but he'll be happy. No, he won't.
Will we be doing post-race interviews?
Oh, that's why Husky wanted Sound of Retirement. So I'll just do first quickly the race results, and then we'll sing Sound of Retirement. Cam, race winner, even with that 3-second time penalty, still clear by 5.6 seconds. Excellence, P2. Ruben Scott on the podium for Aston Martin. Then J-Rise, Jungo, Adrenaline, Hardcase, Soutub, Shifty, Jamie, Ivan and Kingaz, your top 12 in the points. Jin Lee Sunday a lap down, having DNF'd on the last lap. And then Dodger Race and Bavis, Master Pedo, Husky, Jesus Christ, and Curtis not seeing the checkered flag. Now, let's go to Sound of Retirement. This time I do know the lyrics. Swear to God, if we get a screaming cat of F1 Mad in the background, it's not gonna be bad again. Oh, friend. I crashed into you again. And I wasn't that far from winning. You joining in or? Got your side.
I don't know the lyrics.
Spinning. Sort the interviews, get them ready. And break, and he hit me in chicane like a train. I've heard the sound of retirement. One time at Monza Autodrome, I've hit the curb and I was gone. Started sliding and I lost the car. Unfortunately, war wasn't far, and a teardrop started forming in my eye, 'cause I died and heard the sound of retirement. 8 drivers heard the sound of retirement today.
I don't know if anyone's doing post-race interviews. I feel like Jay Rise is probably going to do one. Maybe Jamie Hester. It is PS only though, if anyone's still watching on the stream.
Alright, we're just sorting interviews. Alright, if you want interview, let's just I'll join you in VC and stuff.
Shall I leave this party in the PS party, or do you need me to just stay in it?
Your choice. I'm heading off to interviews on the Discord.
Yeah, I'll do interviews as well.
Yeah, alright. I think I'll leave this party then. Bye. Right, just waiting on a couple of lads. I think first guy I want to talk to is Ruben Smith. My personal driver of the day, I would say that was an absolutely brilliant drive from him. Ruben Smith, are you there? Radio check. Yep, nice to hear from you. So, starting the race, quite chaotic at the start, to say the least. 5 safety cars in the first 15 laps. Staying out through all of it ended up paying off for you. Now, when it came to that safety car restart on with Jamie Hester and Excellence, talk me through that, because that was some mighty stuff you did there to take the lead. Yeah. Now, talk me through your strategy of defense, because I noticed throughout the entire race you didn't really cover the inside or go defensive once. You really just tried to hang it around the outside, it seems. So how come was that? Was it confidence in the brakes, or hoping that the guy on the inside didn't have the ability to squeeze you out, or how was it? Yeah, brilliant strategy there as well. Made it work brilliantly. So P2 for you, inadvertently also helping Cam get the win with your defense. Congrats on that drive and enjoy the podium. Alright, next guy I want to talk to is Excellence. Radio check, you there? Alright, great talking to you once again. First, I want to go through that quali lap because pole position once more. Great lap from you. Could you have gone any faster? .3/10. Whoa. Might want to head over to Division 1 at this rate because you almost out-qualified me back in Hungary.
Excellent F1 match. You had an incident with Hardcase. I didn't see from the angle where I was looking from. It gave me one of them awkward positions to put it in. Describe to me what the incident was like and how was it, because you must be annoyed with that incident and with many more dive bombs that didn't work out for you.
I actually quite surprised when he made a move. I didn't expect at all. So I'm gonna definitely report him because he costed me a lot of time.
And do you think if that didn't cause you a lot of time in the battle with Ruben, do you think that you could have won the race, or do you still think that Cam got the better of you?
If Ruben wasn't defending me, I was gonna get to an easy, I think.
Okay. I don't think I have any other questions. Diamonds, do you?
No further questions. Actually, one more for Excellence. So when you were coming up to the back of Ruben Smith, what was your plan going into it to try get past? Because as we ended up seeing, passing him ended up being a challenge, to say the least. And then hard case happened, and then other stuff happened. So how'd it go?
Ruben was very fast on straight, so it was nearly impossible to get past him because he was parking at the every apex. So I had to do some mad move against him, and I did one. It worked out, so I'm happy with that also. But I could have done it earlier.
Yeah. Overall, great talking to you. P2 in the end, maybe P3 depending on what Ruben Scott has to say about that overtake.
Yeah. I took the runaway line properly, so I don't think there will be a penalty for that.
Alright. We'll see you afterwards. Good talking to you. See you next week. And now, the last guy here, J-Rise, kind of in the background that race, making moves throughout the whole race. You went bold going on those softs at one point, taking the new softs, making a lot of moves, then dropping to the back during the Inters changeover, and making a great comeback that was. How was the race?
From my end, it was very chaotic. Of course, I wanted to pit on the softs because there were already like 4 safety cars, and at this point, Excellence was already in the lead and still on good hard, I think. And I was like, if I don't pit now, then maybe I can try to make some moves at the end to try to gain some positions, and maybe I haven't lost like that much time because my mediums were about 30% at that point. But I pitted, I made a few moves. I was like P6 when the race started, when the rain began. Safety car came out, so I was like, okay, let me stay out. But the rain just came down so much, so I messed up a little bit, can't lie. but I went on a pretty good intermediate stint. And, yeah, got a couple clean moves, a lot of wheel banging with some drivers, but no incidents. I mean, they were not like DNF like incidents, but yeah, it was. From my end, it was a decent race.
Right, it's F1 mad. In qualifying, you looks like to take pole on that last lap. Excellent improve. You went into the last sector and you were up and you were around about the same pace. Through that lap, and I'm gonna think particularly more the end of the lap. Did you have any like squabbles or anything, or did you have any like oversteer or understeer going into any corners because you were up and then it was like you were down?
Yeah, I was about 1.5 tenths up on my last lap, and coming into the third sector is usually my strongest sector, but I messed up the hairpin after the DRS, and from there onwards I lost about 1/10, and I improved by like 800ths or something. So that's very unfortunate. Could have maybe taken pole, but I was happy with P2.
I would just like to add something. Having watched the Rise quali lap, I'd also like to say that I'm convinced you definitely lost time through the final corner. Taking it in 7th gear, looks like it was a lot of lack of traction because of the low gearing. I always see it in 6th gear when you're up in D1 and higher in terms of esports. Would you say you lost any time there? Was that fine on your side?
I think so. My whole sector 3, from what I remember, I mean, it was a long race, so I can hardly remember quali anymore. I mean, whole sector 3 was just really bad. Like that first hairpin after the DRS was bad. Then the last couple of corners, as you say it now, I kind of remembered. Like I got like lack of traction. Like didn't really hit the apex right, and that's where I just lost the most time.
Yep. Overall though, you did have strategy oopsies, as said by you I think in another chat. Good talking to you as usual, and overall you still got a good result. P4 in the end. You just about missed out on the 5-second gap to Excellence, because there is possibility of stewards looking into that move on Ruben Scott. We'll see what happens with that, but overall you made the recovery, you got the front row and you got P4, so I think you can be happy with that Spain performance. How's it looking for you next week in China?
Hey, to be honest,
China, Bahrain.
Oh,
Bahrain.
Okay. I have never raced Bahrain on controller before, so it's gonna be an interesting one. Gonna have to do a lot of practice. Yeah, I cannot really say a lot as of now. I just have to get good practice in, and I should be fine.
Alright, lad. Great talking to you. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, everyone, mad. Since we're not in the PS party anymore, we should conclude off the stream from this perspective. Overall, final thoughts? Final thoughts? Anything?
Apart from what a race, what a day for me to commentate on a race like that. What a shame that I had a race man. But obviously there is always next week that can do that for me. But apart from that, that was a phenomenal race, and congratulations to everyone that took part in surviving the thing. And just said Ruben Scott, who definitely is driving the day before.
Yeah. It's actually a unanimous vote, so it looks like the people have spoken subjectively, in my opinion, correctly this time around. Everyone, 13 votes for Cam. For Ruben. So that was unanimous. Final thoughts about the D3 overall. So many safety cars at the start. It's not great. It's kind of a skill issue. there was not many safety cars last time out in Spain, so they need to step up their game. As for the driving, clearly individually they can have good battles, but as you saw during that race, there's always just like a couple drivers who you just know can't drive. Now, we're not going to name them specifically, but it's a little bit frustrating when they're just going for silly moves, going into the gravel, just trying to make dive bombs that are never going to work and stuff like that. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed the race. Qualifying was a blast. Battle for pole position, amazing. And that fight for P2 with something else. That move from Ruben Scott to take the lead on Excellence and Jamie Hester. I'm going to need to watch that back, because double overtake, absolutely beautiful by him. Great fun, great to comms with you, F1 Mad. Hopefully you get more race bans in the future. Bye.
Well, I was so tempted. But unfortunately, when I've got a spare game, I can
Right. Yeah. Maybe D1 sometime. Then you can curse me.
work weekend.
Oh, damn.
So, when I'm off for a spare day in work, I will more than happily do a D2 or a D1 package.
Enjoy McDonald's. Bye.
Bye.
Great race.